Yo-hooo! Hello! Hello and welcome to today's stream! How's it going, everyone? Bienvenidos al stream de hoy! ¿Qué tal estáis? Espero que hayáis tenido un buen día. Hope you all had a great day today! Today we're gonna be working on art fight! Let's go! At last! My other option was continuing that drawing that I was working on last week, but it's art fight time, so might as well make the most of it, right? Yo, welcome! How's it going? Hello! So I come with a drawing already halfway done. I've been working on it this afternoon, I'm sorry. I could have started it on the stream, but I had time this afternoon to work on art fight, so I had to make the most of my time. This is my third attack. Well, attack revenge, I guess. I've only been doing revenges so far because I got so many attacks. I am being overwhelmed with attacks. So now I'm doing my best to keep up and do all the revenges that I've got pending to do. I'm gonna attack everyone when I'm free of the revenges. It is still... revenges count as attacks, so... this is my third one. Yo, Mako, you're welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Armando Lego en el trabajo. Eso suena divertido en realidad. Casi no parece estar... no parece que sea trabajo. Pero mira. Un día divertido en el trabajo. So, his character is called Primrose. He belongs to an artist called Wafflewheeler who drew a super pretty an alpha for me. Ah! I really like it. Wait, let me show you the art that the artist made. Let me see. I've got everything saved in my little treasure folder. Here. Look at these! Look at these! So pretty! I love the colors and the coloring, and the hair especially is super beautiful. This art was made by Wafflewheeler, the artist who this character belongs to. This is Primrose, so I'm gonna be drawing her. Funny thing that I've noticed, yeah, I've got Primroses for reference. Because my idea was that since there was permissions to draw her with different clothes, I wanted to try drawing her with a different outfit. A little bit inspired with her on her armor outfit, and I wanted to add Primroses because her name is Primrose, so it fits. Where's the fighting, the violence? It's all in the art. Yes, that's where the fighting is. We fight with art. We fight the way it affects the most, which is through the heart, by drawing people's characters. And attacking them directly to the heart. That's how it works. I have felt very attacked, like people have drawn super pretty drawings of my OCs and I'm like screaming inside. I'm like, ah. I've been staring at them like, oh my god, they are so beautiful. I feel honored that people just want to draw my characters just because they saw them and they were like, oh, I want to draw this character. This character looks pretty and interesting. So I feel honored that people choose to spend their time drawing my characters. So I enjoy doing the same and I want to do my best with it. So actually, I really like how this is turning out. I'm super happy with how it's looking. And also, before I forget, I can also show you the other attacks I've done before, because I've also done 2 other attacks. Let's see. The first one that I did was this one. This was the first attack. This was Ivy for Spooky Closer, who drew the very first attack that I got. This was this is an OC from the first person that attacked me on art fight ever. So I really wanted to give my all. I really like how it turned out too. I feel like maybe I overdid it with the effects, but I like how the light looks. I know I showed this one the other day, but since this is an art fight stream, I have to show it again. And then the other art I did, one that I finished yesterday, was this one. This one. Done! This is Knuckle Patch for T-Leaf Draws. I really like how it turned out. I wasn't planning on doing it like so elaborate, but I ended up like super invested in this drawing. Like, wow, her design is beautiful. I like her a lot. And there's a very funny coincidence, because something I realized as I started working on my third art fight attack is that so far I have only chosen OCs that are like D&D characters with plant names. If I had a dollar for every D&D OC with a plant name that I have drawn on Artfight, would be $3 for my 3 attacks, because all of them, for some reason, have had that pattern. So maybe I'm just biased. Maybe there's a subconscious pattern that I'm following without realizing. Maybe I should keep at it. Maybe I should only attack characters that are D&D OCs with plant names from now on. That would be funny, actually. But yeah, I've been working on this one this afternoon, and the lines are almost done. I still need to fix ones a little bit, because I wanna perfect the outlines a little bit more. But then we're gonna get to the fun part, which is painting. I also want to learn to draw a little bit faster, because I want to make a lot of attacks. And if I keep drawing at the speed that I have been drawing, I'm probably not gonna have the time. So I'm gonna try to not overwork it, still get a good result. I wanna give my best to all my attacks. Let's see. I really like how this one is turning out. It's kind of inspired by an art I did a long time ago of one of my OCs that also had like flowers here on the side and kind of like this theme around it. I have always wanted to try doing something like that again. Man, art fight is so fun. I'm glad that this year I've been able to participate. For those of you guys who are artists or do like even crafts and like there's also like animations and 3D modeling. It's not only illustrations, you can do all sorts of art. You can join art fight. Draw people's characters for fun. Get art of your characters. Yo, Malia, welcome! Yeah, I'm also doing art fight. I am indeed. This is my third attack. Last revenge. Because I've only been doing revenges so far. Team Medes, Team Fossil. I am Team Fossil. Yeah. Pregunta para tarea. True, maybe I could put my profile in the description now that I think about it. Well, not the description, in the chat. Yo, Chaotic Cat, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Let's see my art fight profile. Here it is. Is any of you wants to check it out? There it is. There you can find it. Sadly, I think it can only be accessed if you have an Artfight account, but at least it's there. I had to be Team Fossil because, you know, I'm a ghost, and fossils and ghosts have a lot in common. Crystals are really cool though. Like, I think this theme was probably like the best option among the list of themes that I saw that were like the options for this year. I would have voted this this choice of theme. If I had like been into art fight when the votes happen, because this year is my very first art fight. I wanted to participate last year, however, Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail came out at the same time, so I couldn't. I was Final Fantasying. I was Dawn Trailing. Eres Team Crystal. Toca pelear entonces. I've got a list of like characters that I want to draw. It's a long list. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to them all, but I'm gonna do my best with that. I'm gonna try to attack as many as I can from that list. My first year to always wish to participate. Let's go! How are you enjoying it? How is it going so far? Also, what team are you? I've always like seen things from art fight from afar and it seemed fun, but I didn't really know how it worked exactly. I was kind of like hesitant on participating, like what if it's an actual fight, you know? Oh no. But no, it's just drawing things for the other team and for your own team if you want to do friendly fire. That's always an option. The important thing is to have fun and draw pretty things for people. That is all. That is all that we need. Oh, you're also Team Crystal. I see, I see. The Team Fossil member, I am like eyes emoji. Third year! Oh, how did the previous years go? What teams were you? I remember the last year was like Seafoam and Stardust, and the previous was Vampires and Werewolves, I think? 12 attacks, that's a lot! That's more than one drawing per day! Oh my god. That's fast. Nice. Seafoam and Vampire, nice. I probably would have chosen those teams too. I think I would have also been Seafoam and Vampire if I had participated. Okay, let's go. Let's do some coloring. Oh wait, before that, I'm gonna do some lines here too. I forgot. I'm also having so much fun with these brushes because I have been wanting to paint in Clip Studio for a while, a lot more. But I couldn't find time to draw because I was only working on game dev stuff and on Painttool's High, so I didn't touch Clip Studio for a while. I'm glad that Art Fight finally lets me unleash my new brushes upon the world. Big crystals because my autism spoke languages to me. I think it was the Hoseki no Kuni, wasn't it? It was the gems. I'm pretty sure. I would have guessed. If you hadn't told me the theme, I think I would have guessed right because I would have associated it with crystals because, you know, Hoseki no Kuni. Let's go. Let's paint colors. I'm probably gonna use the same colors as like this green for the clothes, for example. I wanna keep the palette mostly the same, because even though the outfit is not the same, like there was permissions to give her different outfits, and not dance and since I think from what I read in her background, her family has like a clothes business. Makes sense that she would have a lot of different clothes. I wanted to try doing something a little bit similar to her armor, but looking a bit more casual. That could fit with these. This kind of drawing. Let's go. have made more attacks if I didn't get distracted for 2 days with learning animation and twinning. Oh, that's cool actually. You eat a lot this month. 12 attacks and learning animation. Nice. Are you mixing the animation in the attacks too? That would be really cool, I think. And it would give you a lot of points. I did my other attacks a lot more painterly, I think. This one is the first one that I'm like working with line art. I wanted to do something a bit more with lines this time. Because the others were completely a painted sketch. These ones are more of a... Like this one, I guess you can see like a little bit of the brush strokes. I spent a lot more time on this one, I think, with the painting. And well, I guess it would be a lot more obvious if I showed the layer file. Because there's a lot of layers. It's gonna be hard to show the sketch only. Oh yeah, I also made like 2 versions of the clothes because there were like different references. And I wasn't sure which one to use. If I remove all the tags and things. See, this is... You can see now the sketch here. This is how it is without the painting on top. And this is how it is with the painting. I did these. The first one and the second one mostly the same, like sketch and then painting on top. I have a lot of fun painting this way. I really enjoy it. I really said that I want to make at least 20 animated attacks as exercise. That's so cool. Let's go. It's a good plan. I hope that you can do it. Yo, Psyker, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Need to log in with my attacks, but you can do it, Leah. There's still time. There's still time to log in, so do not worry. There's still like 2/3 of the month or so. It's only the 10th. Oh no, it's already the 10th. Enjoy your dinner! Close to finish revenge! Nice! Let's go! It feels nice to be able to draw something back for someone who drew something for you. I don't know how many times I said the word something in this sentence, but you get what I mean. I think it would be funny if I ended up only drawing D&D characters with plant names. But I think this is the last one in the list that I have that is a D&D character with a plant name. There's more D&D characters in the list I made of characters I want to draw. Maybe that means more characters. More D&D characters should have. What's this art fight? I open expecting a fighting game! Oh my god, the fighting game of art fight, imagine. So what is art fight? Art fight is an annual art event in which artists join 2 different teams. Usually they decide on 2 different themes for every year. For example, this year the 2 themes for the teams are fossils versus crystals. So the idea is that when you're in a team, your goal is to draw characters from the other team. You draw the OCs of the people from the other team. It's basically an art gifting event. You draw things for people, and then people draw things for you. It's attacking people with gifts. That's the best way to describe it. Yep. It's an art trade event. Yeah, that's also a good way to describe it. And then at the end of the month, because it lasts for the entire month, team that has the most points is the team that wins. It doesn't give you any prize or anything, but it gives you bragging rights to say, ha, my team won this year's art fight, hehe. But that's the gist of it. An event gifting art. The Vampire Badge of Loyalty says, did you name my achievement after the Nest monster? That's funny. That's true, because you can also switch them in between, right? And then you get a different badge. The traitor badge or something. I don't exactly know how it's called. I know that Ellie told me about this. You get a different badge if you betray your team. Whoa. I have an idea for the background too, because I've done this frame, but I need to think about what to put here. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna put like the symbol on her. This one. This rose symbol. I think that could be. But that's gonna be after I finish painting everything. It has been a long time since I've been able to paint and draw like this. I'm feeling super free right now. I wonder what the theme for next year is gonna be. Like, I mean, this year isn't even over and I'm already thinking of the next year. Maybe it's a little bit too soon for that, but... but there were some other interesting themes in the poll. I wonder if any of those will come out next year. I'm gonna try to participate next year, unless another Final Fantasy expansion comes out, because that's a possibility. It happened with Dawntrail, it could happen with the next one too, so... Gonna have to keep an eye on the release date when they announce it. On with the hair. Let's go. I'm thinking maybe a texture could also work with the art. Oh yes, something I thought was very interesting of her design is the eye with two colors. That's really cool. It's more common to see like this color change in both colors, but not in a single color. I messed up my sentence. It is common to see this in both eyes. But not only two colors in one of the eyes. Hope it makes sense. If I can manage to finish it during the stream, I might start the next one. Checking my list. El hablamiento es muy dificiloso, sí. Es muy dificiloso. Lengua la traba, y dicen. I want this eye to be like the focus of the drawing because it's one of the things that caught my attention the most of her design. Really cool. Another reason why I chose this character is that the flower that she has as a name is the flower I associate to my own D&D character. It was a nice coincidence. It was a sign that I had to draw her. The primroses are also Maya's flower. Might end up only picking D&D characters. I'm seeing it coming. I can see the coming. Maybe I could, I don't know, use selections to paint some things instead of like spending half an hour painting base colors. That could work. This. I still need to get used to a lot of things from Clip Studio because I'm so used to Paintelsai that the jump to Clip Studio makes me forget that a lot of tools exist. Like, whoops, suddenly I don't know how to use selections. Something I managed to fix was the lag that I had, because I used to have a lot of lag with it. But apparently there's like solutions for it and one of them worked. But now it doesn't lag as much as it used to. It's a lot more comfortable to paint with Clip Studio now. Yo, hello and welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Maybe I should add a colored background to be able to paint the clothes well. Add a background. I like green for now. Like this. It's looking really nice. I really like how it's looking so far. Yo, Valvarius, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Doing well, I have a day off today. Let's go! Free day. Free day is always good. Hope you're enjoying your free day. My day is going nice too. I spent this afternoon watching Death Stranding and drawing this. Making art fight progress. It's nice to finally take some time to draw things. I like drawing. I miss drawing so much. But the night shift pain? No, be strong. Do you have... Did you do night shift yesterday? Or do you also have to do night shift today? Oh no. How does art fight work again? Oh. So. I'm gonna have to prepare like an art fight description for like every time someone asks, so I can explain it properly. So basically it's an art gifting event. It happens yearly, every year. I feel like I'm forgetting how to describe it more and more every time. Sorry. So, art fight. Art fight is an art event. This event, you've got two teams, and then artists join either one team or the other, and their goal is to draw characters from the people of the other team. Basically, it's an art gifting event, which you draw people's OCs, and then people draw your OCs. You're supposed to like attack the other team by drawing their characters, and the team that gets the most points at the end, depending on like the amount of art that they have made, that's the team that wins at the end of the month. It's been done for like over 10 years now. It started quite a while ago. I don't remember when was the first year that it was done. Welcome back! How was your dinner? Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe a pinned message for the unfamiliar so you don't wear yourself out explaining every time. I can also link the description from the website itself. There's how it works. I'm gonna have this tab open so I can like read it directly from the site, because that explains it as best as possible. So, Art Fight is an annual art game that lasts for 1 month, beginning every July. During the event, users can register on the site to join in. Each year, participants are split into 2 themed teams, to which they are assigned randomly. Players attack people of the opposing team by making art of original characters you choose belonging to members of the other team. You're free to use almost any visual art form. Yeah! If I got an attack like this, I would turn it into poster and make a call for it! Yalay Makan, welcome! Thank you, I feel really flattered! Ah! I've been having so much fun doing art fight. This is my very first art fight, so I'm very excited about it. I'm really glad to hear that. Hope that the owner of this OC will also like it. I really like the art they made for me. Like it was beautiful. I'm gonna start feeling like a robot, a ghost in the machine, if you will. Eventually, yes. I will become the ghost in the machine. Technically, I am already a ghost in the machine because I am in your screens. I am in your machines. I am a ghost. I am haunting your computers just by being there in the stream. There we go. Roses. How did you... If you look at it, roses are kind of green, aren't they? You don't usually see like green plants. I guess they look more like white or yellow, but now that I'm like picking the color, it's actually green. That's rare. Now I have someone to blame when I lose at games. I'm absorbing your gamer abilities. That's why you lose at games. Because I am a gamer vampire. I absorb gaming skills. That's how I become stronger at games. Yes. ¿Cuál es tu parte favorita en términos de colorear y dar detalles? El pelo, definitivamente. Me gusta mucho pintar el cabello. Sobre todo dibujarlo, creo. I think my favorite part is drawing and painting the hair of like the whole process. I love painting hair so much. I love your love. I'm glad to hear that. I am told often that I sound like a seagull. I have like seagull ancestry. That's where my laugh comes from. I'm gonna fix the hairline a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit lower, I think. Oh, wait. Gonna hang with some friends. You should do finding the game for now while you're busy here. Yeah, that's the moment. Go show off your gamer skills before I steal them. Yo, Luis! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Me. The seagull goes, but I'm not suspicious. I would never be suspicious. What do you mean? Okay, let's paint the flower. I want to practice drawing flowers one of these days, like only a stream of doing flower studies. Because I do draw flowers a lot, and I still feel like maybe I can improve on them. I want them to look more natural. Flowers are really difficult to draw perspective-wise, because the way that primroses are, you can see that they are a little bit like trumpet-shaped. It's quite hard to draw. Like Nemo seagulls! Oh my god, those are so iconic. In Spanish, they translated it as mío, 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 which means mine, mine, mine. It's funny how the joke can be translated so well in so many different languages. Yo, Sharif, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Always suspicious who she's looking at, what's she looking at? Is her eyes even open? Is she sleeping? Is sleep talking and arting? Oh my god, I'm multitasking so much. And you would never know. I could be sleeping and sleep talking and arting at the same time. And you would never be able to know. Safe just in case. But I could use selection. Let's use selections for. We should not forget that selections exist, are useful. They are a resource that I can use. Make things easier and faster. He has a dolphin brain. Maybe. I mean, dolphins are also in the sea, like seagulls. Maybe I also have seagull ancestry. I mean, dolphin ancestry, not seagull. I already have seagull ancestry. We already know that. But maybe I also have dolphin ancestry. Hey, glad you're doing well! Me too. I had curry today, and it was delicious. So that's even better. Cat, what are you doing? Hear my cat scratching a door. What are you doing? You want that door to open, I know. I know you hate closed doors. Probably. Hey, the leaves as well. I feel like the color of primroses suits her very well. Like, it complements the green of her design very well. Oh, that was the wrong layer. Oops. Get the leaves selected. Let's see how it looks with the color. Fix this. Makes it faster with like painting the whole thing, but then I also need to fix the outline a little bit. Some parts stay unpainted. I'm also trying to paint in big canvases this time. This canvas is quite big. It's like in A4 size. Or I'm usually used to working on like half that size, which is a bad habit on my part. I should get used to drawing in big canvases better. Something that happens to me a lot because of that is that I end up zooming in on the details, and then when I realize I have drawn super tiny details that are barely visible from far away. So getting used to working on big canvases without zooming in too much, that might help with that. But of the primroses, let's check something. Because sometimes it's useful to have like a background of a color you're not gonna use at all, to show you if there's like anything wrong with the coloring. Like, look at this. The red seeps through the lines. That's something that I should fix. I'm gonna fix that really fast. It doesn't affect much if the background in the end is just gonna be the background that we've got, that is like a light green yellow. But if, for example, you're gonna like paint on top with a clipping layer, it's good to check if any spots of the color are doing something weird with the lines. Especially if you're using soft brushes to paint them, like I'm doing. Because sometimes the coloring ends up a bit less solid. We just that. There we go. Here too. A little bit of red. If there's any way of making the tools in Clip Studio unmovable, because sometimes I feel like I end up moving them on accident and it betrays my muscle memory. Sometimes I pick the wrong tool because it has accidentally moved a little bit to the left or to the right, and it has like switched places with another tool. It's breaking my muscle memory. Keeping me on my toes. You gotta pay attention to what tool I'm using, otherwise I'm gonna pick the wrong one. Oh yeah, also here, part of the hair. And this part of the dress. not forget that. Right? Who's got that? I'm gonna paint the frame in a different layer, I think. This way I can work on the figure separately from the background. Usually that's how it's most comfortable for me for painting. I go. Or your voice is like English hamster, Spanish bear. It changes a little bit, yeah. I don't know how, it just happens naturally. It's like my brain presses a switch every time I change language. It's the polyglot curse. The final details of my revenge. Let's go! You got this! Almost there! You know what happens when a revenge ends? New attack begins. There's no stopping the art fight. I wanna also fix this line. Something that's important when it comes to lines like this is that they show a lot of the volume of the figure. Like, it's important to make the most of these kind of lines because it's what's gonna give volume to your drawing. Example. Here, more cons- Wait, that's the wrong brush. Happened again. You can also use these lines to show like extra folds on the clothes and stuff. I feel like I should. Because there should be the frills of the other side. Well, frills. This is more like the border lace. Somehow you're flown in both. Yeah, thank you. I was wondering at the beginning of my channel if I should do streams in one language or the other, but I decided on doing it a bit in both, to be able to reach more people. So in stream I usually alternate between both, so everyone can understand. But I end up speaking mostly English because that's the language that mostly everyone understands. But it's funny having to change between one or the other. Sometimes I forget words in Spanish. I have become so used to speaking and thinking in English that sometimes I forget my Spanish. you go. Where are you from? I'm from Spain. My native language is Spanish and also Catalan. I have two native languages because I grew up with both. So, the background. For the background, I'm gonna be using a lighter brown, I think, for this frame. I'm gonna try selecting first. Yo cómo vamos sacando mi mejor inglés. Perdón. Siéntete libre de hablar en el idioma que prefieras. Si prefieres inglés, pues inglés. Si prefieres español, puedes hablar en español perfectamente. Lo que te sea más cómodo. Es gracioso porque a veces hay gente que se piensa que español es mi idioma secundario. Y es como, no, tan mal lo hablo. Pero nada, es simplemente porque normalmente me escuchan hablando en inglés solo. Pero es muy gracioso cuando ocurre. Funny when it happens that someone thinks that Spanish is my second language. Because es muy gringo. Gracias, gracias. Me alegro que se escuche más o menos natural. Sé que igualmente es imposible deshacerse del acento, eso siempre va a estar ahí. Pero me alegro de que se me entienda, you know. Cuando empecé a hacer streams tenía muchas dudas sobre cómo hablaba el inglés, porque estaba muy acostumbrada a escribirlo y a leerlo, pero nunca lo hablaba. Así que hablarlo era como, oh, no, nadie me va a entender. ¡Yo, Plinio! ¡Bienvenido! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. At the beginning, when I started streaming, I was really scared about like speaking in English, because I was so used to reading it and like writing it and even listening it, but I never spoke it. I had like barely spoken it outside of like, I don't know, English classes at school. When I started streaming, I was like, oh no, no one's gonna understand me. So I'm glad that I've been able to improve along the years. Tengo que decirle que ahora tengo una parafilia con las chicas caballo por un amusume. Disfruta tu nuevo hobby. Yeah, eso es lo importante. Son muy adorables las chicas caballo de Uma Musume. Es muy gracioso ver los posts meme. No estoy metida en el juego porque ya juego demasiados gachas, pero me hace mucha gracia verla. ¿Cuántos ataques has conseguido? De momento 6. Me sorprende porque es que, claro, sin haber podido atacar a nadie ni nada, de golpe me llegaron como 6 ataques los primeros días y yo como oh my god. Me emocioné mucho, fue como a la gente le gustan mis personajes y quieren dibujarlos. Eso, no sé, me siento honrada. Me siento bendecida incluso. Ahora quiero esforzarme con mis venganzas. De momento solo he hecho... Este es mi tercer ataque, que también es como mi venganza. Porque es que en las primeras semanas... No, la primera semana, no semanas. Semana en singular. Solo ha pasado una semana. La primera semana estuve un poco ocupada acabando una cosa de un juego que estaba haciendo. Así que no pude dibujar nada. Estaba solo haciendo cosas del juego. Pero ahora que lo terminé, al fin puedo ponerme a dibujar cosas de Artfight. I was like very busy on the first week this month because I was working on a game release. But now that I am free, I can finally focus on the revenges. On the very first days, I got like 6 attacks. I feel super blessed. It's like, it touches my heart that people like my characters enough to draw them. Like, people saw my characters and were like, oh, this character is pretty. I wanna draw them. And then I cry a lot. There we go. Ya está. Wait, no está. Not done yet. Convertir a Yomi en una chica caballo. No sé, yo creo que sería un poco lenta, ¿eh? Yo sería... haría ver a Haru Urara una ganadora. Yo creo que yo perdería todas las carreras. I think I would lose all the races if I was a horse girl. I would make Haru Urara look like a winner. Yeah. For Yomi got nice art and not my unholy abomination edits. I get a lot of cool art. Like, very often. There's people drawing my characters and things for me, and every time I'm like, I cry. I'm like, me emociono. I don't know how to say it in English. What's the word in English? I am like moved. That's the word, yeah. Wrong brush. Right. Paint the butt. So for this part, do some select circle. I'm gonna at least put like a, or I guess from here we can, what kind of color can look good? Probably a color that can contrast a little bit with her colors. I think this kind of brightness would be fine. I can do it with action. Like this one blends a little bit too much with the dress, I think. Making it too much of a saturated green. This one could work, something like this. Something a bit more. Something warm, I think, can work. Y algo más tirando amarillo, más como anaranjado, creo. Algo que se vea cálido. Creo que este más o menos. Creo que este lo veo. Un momento podemos poner este. Luego una vez esté ya todas las sombras y todo, podemos acabar de retocar el fondo. There we go. looking good. I really like how it's turning out. Let's go. Paint. Shading. My favorite part. I love painting the shading. Shading is so fun. Like a little bit of blush. Color it a little bit. I also need to check on my other screen to... De casualidad no das clases, que va, se me da muy mal ser profesora, la verdad. Creo que estos streams son como lo más cercano a clases que me atrevo a dar. Like, si alguien me pregunta como consejo sobre alguna cosa, siempre puedo hacer algún esquema rápido para explicar o lo que sea. Normalmente también voy explicando más o menos lo que voy haciendo, los dibujo, como lo más cercano a clases que puedo dar. No sabría ni por dónde empezar, porque sinceramente cuando estoy dibujando, pintando, no sé lo que estoy haciendo. Siempre sigo, ¿cómo decirlo? Sigo mi instinto, signo de pregunta, no sé. Y de teoría del color muchas veces comento alguna cosa mientras estoy pintando. Por ejemplo, el cómo elijo los colores y demás. Ahora, por ejemplo, estoy intentando encontrar un color de sombra que quede bien. Normalmente lo que más recomiendo para elegir sombras, por ejemplo... De hecho, justo expliqué algo así en el stream de este lunes, de cómo lo hago. Mi norma general para elegir colores de sombra es nunca usar el mismo color en oscuro, sino moverlo un poquito hacia los lados. Por ejemplo, si estoy pintando sombras, lo muevo siempre hacia abajo. Por ejemplo, si estoy ahora pintando sombras de color anaranjado, lo muevo un poco hacia el rojo y tomo un color más como tirando a rojo. Quizá este, yo creo. Creo que este es un poco más oscuro, creo. Si selecciono este... pues... ya está. La norma general que sigo es, si estoy pintando sombras, muevo el color hacia abajo. Si estoy pintando luces, lo muevo hacia arriba. Así que hacia sombras hacia morado azul y luces hacia amarillo. Y eso siempre ayuda a seleccionar colores que queden un poco más vivos con las sombras. Porque sombrear solo con el color de... el mismo color base pero en más oscuro suele quedar un poco más soso. ¡Yo, Gorren! ¿Qué tal? Muchas gracias. Me alegra mucho escuchar eso. Y bienvenido. Welcome to the stream. He also has the advantage of now being stressed out in front of 40 people during a class. Yeah, I would be very stressed out if I had to give classes in front of like 40 people. That would be very, very stressful. Sería muy estresante tener que dar clase delante de tanta gente. Es que puedo poner algún ejemplo también aquí. Normalmente lo que hago es hacer un archivo nuevo y enseñarlo visualmente, lo de las sombras. Por ejemplo, digamos que estoy pintando, yo qué sé, sombras de este color naranja y uso directamente el color más oscuro, quedaría una cosa así.
que no tiene por qué verse mal. Esto no tiene por qué no funcionar. Dependiendo de la luz y lo que sea, no es incorrecto. No es que sea incorrecto. Puede funcionar. Hay gente que hace cosas muy locas con las sombras que me dejan con la boca abierta y no sabría explicar cómo. Pero esto es más o menos el cómo lo suelo hacer yo. Yo normalmente lo que hago es, en vez de hacer esto, de pillar el mismo color pero en oscuro, lo que hago es lo muevo un poco a rojo. El mismo color más oscuro pero un poco más a rojo. Y que queda una cosa así. Y así siempre se ve un poco más vivo, el ir variando un poco el tono. Creo que se nota también mucho con el verde. Con el verde lo hago mucho también. Es que si tomas el verde un poco más oscuro, queda un poco soso el naranja. Sin embargo, ahora lo muevo un poco azul. Queda mucho mejor.
Yo, Paper, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream!
Acabo de seguirte en Art Fight, voy a atacarte. Oh my god. Me siento atacada. Muchísimas gracias. Espero que disfrutes de hacer el dibujo, eso sobre todo. Estaré observando y preparándome para cuando pueda contraatacar. Porque quiero hacer muchos dibujos de este Art Fight. Espero que me dé tiempo a hacer todos. Una cosa que puedo también enseñar es lo de la rueda de color. One thing I can also show is like the color wheel. I'm gonna need the color wheel for that. Color wheel, everybody here. There we go. So we've got the, typical color wheel. This is how we select the colors and all that. So, tenemos nuestra rueda de color, donde seleccionamos los colores y tal. Así que, por ejemplo, si voy a pintar sombras, lo que hago es, esté donde esté el color base, da igual en qué zona esté, muevo hacia abajo. Por ejemplo, si en vez de ir en una sola dirección, el cambiar colores, si estoy usando rojo, por ejemplo, me muevo hacia morado. Si estoy usando verde, me muevo hacia azul. Si estoy usando, yo que sé, amarillo, pues normalmente me muevo hacia el color cálido. Pero supongo que dependiendo de la luz, verde también puede servir. Y si estoy haciendo luces, estoy, yo que sé, pintando algo como en rosado, me muevo hacia naranja. Sobre todo hacia amarillo. El amarillo es como el color clave para las luces. Y el morado y añil son como los colores clave para las sombras. Así que la idea es que estés donde estés, te mueves hacia el sitio indicado para luces o sombras. Así es como la norma que sigo por lo general para elegir colores. Espero que te dé ayuda de alguna manera. I hope it helped in some way, the way that I choose colors for like painting shadows. If I'm painting shadows, I move towards blue and purple. If I'm painting lights, I move towards yellow. That's how I do it. You can still make it that. But again, it's not an absolute rule. It can depend a lot on like the light that you're using, the vibe of the drawing. It can definitely change a lot. Me distraje con mis dogos. Vale la pena. Distraerse con los dogos vale la pena. But this lovely you're drawing right now. This is Primrose, and she belongs to Wafflewheeler. Wafflewheeler attacked me on Art Fight and did a super beautiful art of one of my OCs. So This is my revenge. This is my counterattack. He's so pretty. Because war never changes. Art fight never changes. Truly. I also like to do that, like a little bit of red. That's part of how I paint eyes usually. A darme cuenta que tiene heterocromia. ¡Yeah! Me gusta mucho el cómo funciona su heterocromia. Porque normalmente es común ver los dos ojos con el mismo degradado o un ojo de cada color. Pero no se ve normalmente que un ojo sea de un color y el otro que sea medio de otro color. Me llamó mucho la atención. It really caught my attention, this detail about her eye. Because usually you see characters with like regular heterochromia, like one eye of each color, or like both eyes with like a color gradient, but you don't often see a character with an eye of one color and the other eye with half another color. It's really cool. Something I also like to do is at the borders of the shadow or on the inside, I tend to add another color. Like this. Get the important elf feature. Iba a subir otro C que no era gema, pero lo estaba batallando, así que quedará pendiente para el próximo año. Yeah, siempre queda el siguiente año. Hay muchos personajes que no he podido poner en mi lista de art fight. Porque tengo más de 400 OCs. Y no creo que Artfight me deje poner 400 OCs. También lo haría mucho más difícil para que la gente eligiera. Así que mejor lo dejo con los 11 que hay de momento. Y ya pondré más en otro momento. También hay muchos de los que no tengo referencia. Eso tampoco ayuda. There were a lot of other characters I wanted to add, but I ended up only adding 11 because I have more than 400 OCs. I don't think Artfight would let me add more than 400 OCs. Sí, los tengo en Toy House. No los tengo todos porque no tengo artes de todos, pero tengo mi Toy House también. Mi... There's my Toy House. It's like your main character trait. Yeah, it is! My main character trait is that I have more than 400 OC! And by the way, for those who don't know, I do a challenge every Monday of drawing all my characters. I have been doing that for over 4 years now. Every Monday I continue drawing my OCs. I've been drawing OC chibis for over 4 years. Cada lunes continúo un reto que he estado haciendo en los últimos 4 años de dibujar a todos mis personajes, por cierto. Look, there's a bunch of them. Let me show you. Here! Look at that! Look at all these people! I've been drawing so many of them. All this time. Tan! This isn't even all the ones that I have drawn. This is only like a part of them. I need to update this someday. But yeah, that's a bunch of my OCs. Very few of those are on Artfied. Sí, son en total como 450 y algo. Perdí la cuenta, la verdad. Tengo una lista de todos, pero son muchos. I lost count of how many it is, but it's over 450, I think, in total. The thing is, I get a lot of ideas for stories, so with ideas for stories come ideas for OCs. So all these characters are all separated in different stories that I'm making bit by bit, because I make video games. I make my stories as video games. And you can find them here if you want to check them out. Put the link in the chat. You can find my games here. Ahí podéis encontrar mis juegos, porque mi problema, que no es realmente un problema, pero es algo con lo que tengo que lidiar, es que se me ocurren muchas historias. Con esas historias se me ocurren personajes. Y pues hago esas historias poco a poco como juegos. Y aquí estoy, con más de 400 personas. Como 20 y pico historias. Ya casi terminas, let's go. ¡Ánimo, Lía! Que no promocionas tus creaciones, oye. Lo intento. Estoy intentando mejorar eso. Estáis orgullosos de mí. Estoy logrando promocionar mis historias. Jeje. Si les echáis un vistazo, espero que os gusten. Aún me falta hacer muchas de mis historias. Las que hay son como 7 disponibles. Y no todas tienen tanta historia. Algunos son pues así pequeñitos, pero poco a poco estoy trabajando en cositas. Siempre estoy trabajando en cositas. Subiendo el codo. Y estoy intentando detallar un poco más la esclerótica cuando la pinto. ¿Con qué color? Ah, este. No, quizá más. Aún faltan estrellas, ánimo. Cada estrella es un pasito más cerca. Ahora este. Cada lunes avanza un poquito de ese reto. Ya voy por más de 300 personajes. Así que deben quedar como 2 años de dibujar chibis. I am currently at like 300 characters of the challenge, so that means there's like 2 more years of drawing chibis, I guess? Something like that. $306, yeah, I think 306, yep, I think you remember right. Oh, here's an example of the choosing colors for lights. And I'm gonna paint. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it lighter and more saturated. Now I'm gonna move it a bit toward yellow, and it gives this color. Do it again, a little bit brighter and saturated, a little bit more yellow. Another one. Sort them. Here we go. Something that's also gonna change how the drawing looks a lot is when I paint the lines. Painting the lines really helps a lot. Pintar las líneas siempre ayuda muchísimo a cambiar el cómo se ve un dibujo. Porque ahora mismo como las líneas están todas en negro, como que no se integran tanto en el dibujo. Pero una vez las pinte va a cambiar muchísimo. Por ejemplo, ¿qué hago esto? Cambia bastante la impresión de la cara solo con esto. ¡Tachán! Da incluso un poco más de profundidad. Gives her even a little bit more of depth. Changes the impression of how the face looks. And also, light in the eye. That also changes things a lot. The eyes are not finished yet, I still need to paint a lot of them, but... a bit of general details first. And fill the rest. Hair is also gonna change things a lot. Let's paint the hair a little bit. What do you think this OC would like out of your OCs? Well, I guess that would be a question for this OC's owner. I wouldn't know, because this is not my OC. This character's owner would know her tastes a lot more than me. Time to paint the hair. My favorite part. I love painting hair. Me gusta mucho pintar cabello. Now we're just gonna paint it with one color. Areas. These brushes are like super fun to use, especially for painting hair. Estos pinceles son súper divertidos para pintar cabello sobre todo. También es mi primer artfight y mi primer ataque fue uno masivo. ¡Wow! Cuando me respondieron los ataques, la mayoría no cuentan como venganzas y mi battle rate es tan bajo. No, lástima. ¿No cuentan como venganzas en un ataque masivo? No sé muy bien cómo funcionan porque no he hecho ninguno aún. Pensaba que contaría como venganza de cada persona que tuviera un personaje incluido en el ataque masivo. ¿O solo cuenta para uno? I really like how it's turning out. Me gusta mucho cómo queda. Solo te deja poner un artista. Supongo que para que la gente no se aproveche de eso. Pero oye, lástima. ¿Dan más puntos por venganza? Porque eso no tengo ni idea. A dar cuenta que me falta el halo, no. Los halos son muy fáciles de olvidar. Los artistas de Blue Archive lo saben muy bien. He visto muchos memes de artistas que hacen artes de Blue Archive olvidándose de los halos de los personajes. Sí, dan más puntos por venganza. Es bueno saberlo. Porque yo de momento solo estoy haciendo venganza. Disculpa por hacerlo, me emocioné mucho. Mira, si lo pasaste bien haciendo el dibujo, eso es lo importante. Yumi can help herself. Most of her OCs have flower inspirations. So true. That's undeniable. Yeah, a lot of my characters have flower inspirations. I cannot help it. I really like flowers. It's funny because I mentioned this at the beginning of the stream when I showed my other attacks and stuff. So far in Artfight, all the characters I have chosen to attack have been DOCs with plant names. Out of the 3 attacks I've done, the 3 of them are DOCs with plant names. Maybe there's a pattern there, you know? Just thinking about it, just wondering about the possibility that there may be a pattern there. Maybe I am biased. Can spell Gardenia without garden. So true. Se puede escribir Gardenia sin garden. Yo mi Gardenia, incluso. Oh yeah, before I forget. This gives the head a little bit of volume. Also add that. A little bit here. Por alguna razón, los 3 personajes que he elegido de momento para para dibujar en Artfight han sido personajes de Dungeons and Dragons con nombres de plantas. Creo que hay un patrón ahí. No me había dado cuenta hasta que he empezado esta tercera, pero las otras dos que he dibujado también son personajes de Dungeons and Dragons con nombres de plantas. I cannot help it. I like D&D and I like plants.
Yoga mono, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome to the stream! Terminaste, let's go! Good work! You had a nice day, gonna go to sleep, just done working with my horse?
Wait, your real horse? Or are we talking about Uma Musume? You have a real horse? Uma Musume, of course. Yeah, I imagine. For a moment, I considered the possibility that people have real horses sometimes. It's not like common, but some people do have real horses. He says real horse like it's Santa or something. I mean, it's not that common. Usually hear people say, yeah, I'm back from walking my dog. I went to pet my cat. People usually don't have horses in their houses. So, you know, it's not common, but the possibility is not zero. Hicieron un ataque y autista tenía ustedes de D&D, pero no sé nada al respecto. ¿Hay algún estilo o algo que me habrías sugerido? Realmente no hay como ningún estilo que tengan que seguir necesariamente. Yo creo que dibujarlos en tu estilo simplemente ya sirve. Al final los personajes de Dungeons and Dragons son OCs, como cualquier otro. Además, a la gente le suele hacer mucha ilusión que dibujen sus personajes de Dungeons and Dragons porque es muy fácil encariñarse con ellos. Yo he jugado Dungeons and Dragons por como 7 años ya. Y quiero mucho a todos mis personajes. Tener que actuar como ese personaje en partida como que te junta mucho con el personaje. Se vuelven muy personales. Como que son... Todos los personajes tienen una parte de sus creadores, pero los personajes de Dungeons and Dragons, como en parte tenemos que ponernos en sus zapatos, a veces son como un nivel más allá. Que también puede pasar con los OCs normales, con gente que escribe historias. Es muy fácil acabar poniéndote en los zapatos del personaje y sintiéndolo muy fuertemente. Yomi and mayonnaise. Yeah, Mayo is my favorite. It's undeniable. She's definitely my favorite. Mi OC favorita, Mayo, es mi personaje de Dungeons and Dragons. Y acabó siendo mi favorita por ser mi personaje de Dungeons and Dragons. La quiero muy fuertemente. Caballos de verdad. Seguro que no son los zapatos. Rocinante. According to my family actually raises horses so I can borrow one. Oh my god, then technically that means that you could have a horse. Oh my god, Alfarius could be one of the people that have horses. Confession, I play from 8 PM, then I open YouTube after playing and suddenly it's 3 AM. Time travel, you know, it just happens. You time travel sometimes when you're like playing with the horses, I guess. Why is Mayo your favorite? She's super pretty. I love Mayo so much. Like, Mayo has been... She was my character in the longest campaign that I have played of D&D. And I ended up really attached to her. I ended up drawing her a lot, and just she just like grew on me a lot. I really liked her story. I really liked drawing her. I really liked giving her outfits. And her adventure was like a very important story for me. It ended up feeling like that was also part of my life all the time that the campaign lasted. Because when you play D&D, it's what I said, that it's not only the character going through the adventure, you're also going through the adventure through the eyes of the character. And that makes you also part of the adventure. Even though you're maybe like sitting on your chair and all the stats are just numbers on a paper and the characters are just like part of the theater of the mind, in a way, the experience is real when you think about it. It's really cool. I love D&D. Nuestros ataques son como nuestros hijos. Muy cierto. Eso es muy cierto. Además es que todos acaban teniendo parte de nosotros. Es inevitable. Osis always end up having a little part of their creators. It's inevitable. Gonna a bit right there. Because if I add too much shadow, it's like the hair color is gonna end up changing a little bit. To balance it out a bit. Gonna make that part of the shadow. Como dicen que tienen caballos y lo más exótico que he tenido en mi barrio es una gallina. ¿Cómo se llamaba la gallina? Yo conocí a una persona que tenía una oveja. Me acuerdo, hace mucho tiempo. Había de una persona que tenía una oveja. Pero yo solo he tenido gatos y peces. Y tuve un grillo también durante un tiempo. I had a cricket also, sometime. But mostly I've always had cats and fish. Right there for now. It's inevitable to put like parts of you in a character, for example in their likes and dislikes, in their personality development. Even if you try making them a little bit different, or very different, I guess, something always ends up slipping in, I feel. With my characters it happens a lot. Even though I have like over 400 of them, I always end up realizing similarities that I have unconsciously given them. After all, we write from experience. Writing what we know is what we can do best. And in a way, it's also how we communicate a part of ourselves to others. Roses are a part of ourselves. I think now when I add another layer of shadow, it's gonna end up popping a lot more. But first, I'm gonna add one layer of shadow as is. And after I finish with this layer of shadow, I'm gonna do something that's gonna also help the colors pop out a lot.
Yo, Nirvanda! How's it going? Tal? Welcome to the stream. We are fighting today. At last.
Al fin estamos arte luchando. La arte pelea.
You guys aren't even finished yet, but still with that once the hair is a little bit more progressed.
Como Street Fighter casi, yeah. Street Fighter, Art Fighter, no hay tanto diferencia.
There isn't that much difference between Street Fighter and Art Fighter.
Or wait.
Shadow. Almost done. Let's go. Good job, Leah. What this?
It's like we're co-working right now.
It's more fun this way. Here. So, one thing that I like to do with the shadows. Remember what I said about moving to purple? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take purple, I'm gonna put it here. A little bit more stuttering. And more of a... This one, I think. This one might contrast with the green. There we go. For people who just joined stream, she's putting purple over there. in case I didn't repeat it enough times, because you know. I put purple over there, yes. Even though it's a color that seems like completely out of nowhere here, I think it helps pop out the colors. What I'm gonna do, lower the opacity so it doesn't look too overwhelming. Not 50%. We have purple, yeah. Oh my god. No way. We got purple? Like we just got the necessary in a gacha game. Trying to integrate it a little bit with... If I should. Like this. A lot of times I'm just talking to myself, so sorry if I'm mumbling like nonsense from time to time. Put a little bit of it here too. Now we have experience points as part of chat. It's competitive chat. You know, we had casual chat until now. Now we have competitive chat. ¿Poner modelo 3D para referencia de poses estará mal en un ataque? No, en absoluto. Yo creo que no. Usar referencias yo creo que siempre es bien. Sobre todo para poses y tal, que no os dé miedo jamás usar modelos 3D de referencia. Es como usar fotos de referencia. Si hay algo que no sabéis muy bien cómo posicionarlo, referencias, siempre. What's your rank then? I think I'm at the bottom of the chat, of the competitive chat, because I rarely post anything in chat. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake fan. I don't participate in Yomi Gardenia chat. No way. How could you, Yomi? How could you? You call yourself Yomi Gardenia? Hey, let's add a little bit shadow to the clothes. Importante es usarlo de referencia y no calcarlo como tal. Exacto. Eso es lo importante. Al final de dibujar de fotos y dibujar de modelos 3D es como se acaba como aprendiendo bien las proporciones. Tengo que hacer mucho más de eso en realidad. Tengo que aplicarme al cuento y practicar yo también mucho más. Porque me falta mucha práctica de anatomía en realidad. Tengo que practicar poses. I need to practice poses too. I should get my own advice sometime. I'm lacking a lot of that kind of practice, anatomy practice. Like drawing from photos, doing figure drawing. I feel like this perhaps this one. Yomi's a fake Yomi fan. Shame on me. How could I? How could I? People won't believe it when I say that I've been here since the beginning of the channel. I am one of the OGs. No one will ever believe me. Yo, Osaku, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Are we a little grown up to pick fight with artists? No, we're here to fight all of them. We're gonna fight all the artists. This is what we're here for. We're gonna attack all of them. I wish I could attack all of them, but there's only so much time. Yomi attacks innocent art. Who's the oldest Gardenier? I'm not sure. Who would be the oldest Gardenier? I think you would be one of them, Tetera, because I remember you being here from, like, the beginning. Attacking innocent artists. I'm gonna be chased by the law.
painting the flowers is gonna be fun. And by fun I mean, it's probably gonna drive me insane. But it will be fun, regardless. Where's the Yomi historian? We need to call the experts in gardenology. Okay. Oh yeah, another detail. I think I also talked about this the other day when it comes to like picking colors for shadows. Colors for shading white. Depending on the color that you pick for shading white, it's gonna give a very different impression. For example, if you want something to look warm, recommend using like brown or yellow shadows like this. It's gonna make the drawing look a lot more warm. However, if you want it to look a bit more fresh, then shade it with purple like this. I don't know which one I could pick right now because I think if we follow the colors I usually use, I would go with purple like this. But I think for this drawing, I kind of want to try going for something more. Maybe I'm gonna try shading the color more like this. White is a color that you can shade with any other color, and depending on which one you choose, it's gonna give a very different impression. You know what I'm gonna do? Maybe I can make a mix of both. Because sometimes for the shadow, you can paint the border with different color. How it goes. This green is pretty similar to the green of the leaves. Gonna combine together. Gonna make the clothes more integrated with the background. See, we want the face to stand out the most, the face and the hair, and the character herself. The rest of things like the clothes and everything, I think it's good if they go together with the rest of the background. I really like how it's looking. I'm really happy with this.
Soft green. Detail the clothes. Green is my specialty. I am green after all. Indeed, very green. Yo, officer! Welcome! How's it going? He will Yomi be like, I'm purple. Technically, I am a little bit purple. Because, you know, my flower. It's the yin-yang. It's like my side of the yin-yang. I invented Greenland. Isn't it funny that Greenland is not green and Iceland is green? Kind of funny when you think about it. Yoko Rancor, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's art fight treating you? Seems like you're trying new things. Yeah, it had been a while since I had been able to draw like this, so I'm having a lot of fun with the attacks I'm doing. Since I have only been painting with Sai, things for game dev, now being able to finally paint in Clip Studio and use my brushes to the full, I'm enjoying it a lot. The Greenland Iceland thing is the ancient equivalent of giving someone the wrong phone number on purpose. Yep. Like, no way that's called Greenland and it's not green. Can really use the tree brush. Yes, the tree brush. At some point, if I have to make a forest in the background, I'm definitely gonna use that. Oh, not going great. Want to send Eleni Wapti in the Goblin game for the birthday stream, but I'm procrastinating so much it's almost impossible for me to get in a playable state. Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, if you don't feel like working on it, finding the motivation can be hard. I hope that you can find like the energy to do it. But you know what? Even if it's not in time for the birthday, the important thing is that it can be done at any other time. It's still gonna be special, even if it's not ready for the birthday, so it's still gonna be a really cool game. Like Cytokine Golduck. That's true. Golduck is not gold. What is up with that? There's something weird with that? Okay, let's paint some more of the line. That's gonna help. It's gonna help with the overall vibe, and then we can also try painting a little bit on top of everything. That's always fun, a bit of paint over. Also migrated next year, my master's degree, so I have to finish it whether I like it or not. Yeah, having to combine it with the studies makes it even more difficult. You can try putting like, making like a list of all the last things that you need to do. Making lists, it does help me. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but I've always felt that making lists of like the things that you have to do, breaking it down in small tasks, makes you feel the progress a lot more than seeing it as one big task. It does help a little bit to maybe do one little task one day, then another one another day, instead of like thinking about it as the whole thing.
This is their idea of green and I don't want to see what they consider icy. That's true. It does change a lot once the lines are painted. Yo guys, Seba, welcome! How's it going? New veteran subscriber, I've been checking out art fight streams because I love seeing who everyone else is attacking. Your work is beautiful, great job, thank you! I'm really honored to hear that! And welcome to the channel and the stream. It's my first year in art fight and I'm having a lot of fun. This is my third attack. But it's also revenge because I've got like a lot of attacks that I want to revenge. It's very exciting. And I've been having a lot of fun so far. Here we go. Hi, bro. Yomi is like wet. You also want to attack me? But it's gonna be an art fight, right? You're not gonna like attack me for real. Real to hear you've been having fun. This is my second year. Nice! What team were you last year? How was it? I wanted to participate last year, but the new expansion of Final Fantasy XIV had just come out on the same month, so I was busy Final Fantasying. I couldn't art fight. I feel like there's a... There we go. Can you believe that we had to twist her arm for years to get her to join? I mean, that was the problem. I wanted to participate, but I couldn't. I had to Dawn Trail. I had to play Dawn Trail. Move to the next one? Okay, no. Perfect. There we go. Also paint the green lines of the clothes. It's simple and it was really great. You 36 attacks! That's a lot! Oh my god. I hope that you can do it. 36 is more than one attack per day. It's a lot. Aim to get the same number in this year and more full body practice. Yeah, full bodies definitely take a lot more time, so it's a very good practice. Hold on. Sometimes I forget how to speak. Probably need water. I feel like art fight is a very good practice for like trying to draw faster with like still good quality. At least that's part of the way of how I'm taking it, because that's something I've been wanting to improve for a long time. I am a slow artist a lot of times, so something I've always been wanting to improve has been my speed. But I end up getting very invested in the attacks I've done so far, and I end up taking long anyway. I'm not slow. I do feel slow sometimes, but maybe it's just that I want to draw a lot more. Yo con suerte le hago un ataque cada 3 días, ¿cómo le hacen? Yo igual, no te preocupes. Yo también estoy más o menos a esa velocidad. The days I took off, I had a few days I got a few pieces done. Not all of those were fully colored and shaded too. Sometimes that's good enough, yeah. It doesn't all have to be like super complex. The important part is to have fun with it, so... Even that finish the amount of drawings that you have can claim themselves to be slow. I mean, I guess I guess that's in part true. I mean, the important in the end is not the speed, but also being able to finish and to be satisfied with the result if all goes well. But most of all, something finished is always going to be better than something that doesn't exist. Even if it doesn't come out perfectly, it's still gonna be experience that you can apply for the next drawing. Sometimes something can just be. And that's all. Person Susie's so cute too, love that hairstyle. She's adorable. I like her a lot. She seems like such a nice girl. Something that I really wanted to capture well in my drawing is her smile. I feel like the smile is like the shape. It feels like very characteristic. So I hope I was able to capture that well. I'm gonna detail these a little bit more. Right now, from far away it looks good, but if I zoom in, the brush strokes are a little bit more messy. But honestly, I really like that. That's one of the things that I've always wanted to be able to do, and it's being able to have visible brush strokes when you zoom in, and at the same time the drawing looking good from far away. That's something I have always admired in artists a lot. So I feel like I'm getting to that point in which I can do that. So that makes me really happy. There's this green over here and I don't know what it's doing there. Oh, it's the shadow. We do it like... There we go. And such a friendly soft smile with just a touch of energy. Yes! I really like how well it captures her personality, this artwork. The reference artwork. It looks super friendly. He's so cute. Seeing cars at the racetrack slower than you. And I was at the beginning of the stream saying that if I was a horse girl, I would make Harurara look like a winner. I think more than slow, thinking about it, more than slow, what happens to me a lot of times when drawing is that I end up too fixated with the details, and sometimes it's details that are not that necessary, so I end up like using a lot of my time on small things that aren't gonna be that noticeable, like fixing mistakes in the like corners of the lines and stuff like that. Stuff like that, when you look at the drawing from far away, it doesn't matter that much. Like right now, for example, this drawing, what I showed a moment ago, from far away, I think it looks good. If you zoom in, you can see all the brush strokes. Like the lines are not perfect. And still, it's not a bad thing. It's part of how the drawing works. It wouldn't be the same if the lines weren't like that, so I feel like I have evolved. I have evolved towards where I want to be, thanks to this. Okay, next step is gonna be pushing the eyes a little bit more. Let's go. Something I like to do is to the eyes. Gonna a little bit. This one. I need to start using these brushes that don't make even lines, so you can stop freaking out about the lines being too jaggy all the time. I think it's a good idea. It adds a natural vibe to the drawing, and really helps camouflage like jaggy lines, and makes them part of the drawing. So I think it's finding a good brush for your style is one of the important steps sometimes. I think it doesn't really matter because you can make cool things with whatever brush if you get used to using the brush. But sometimes finding the right brush, the brush that just feels right, goes a long way, I feel. And these brushes did that for me. I can share these brushes. They are made by my favorite VTuber, actually. If you use Clip Studio, I really recommend these brushes that I'm using. It's the Artist 21 pack by Kamomi. They are brushes made from real brushes. Yo, welcome! Oh my god, I hope you've been doing well too! How are you doing? And welcome to the stream! It has been a while! It's also super fun to paint with these brushes. Not just like the coloring, but also like doing drawings as like paintings. As if you would paint like on top of everything. 1 year of internet problem! Oh my god. That's a long time. I hope that it's all solved now. Here's the thing. What I usually do is I add a different color on top of the eye, like this. But the problem is the top of the eyes are different colors. I'm not sure if I can use the same color for both. Purple for green. Adding this other color really helps with making the eyes look glossy. Especially from far away, it makes them look a bit more shiny. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for coming, Rancorn. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. And thank you so much for coming. Las manos no me salen. Ah, referencias. Siempre referencias. Always references. If something doesn't show up, if something doesn't like turn out well, references. And remember, you can use your own hands as references too. If you cannot find a hand with the specific pose that you need, you can use your own hands. Si no encontráis alguna foto de manos en la pose que necesitáis cuando os hace falta referencia de manos, recordad que podéis usar vuestras propias manos de referencia. Antes lo he hecho con esta mano. I did it before with this hand. I took a photo of my own hand to use it as a reference for the pose. Si falta una mano, puedes pedírselo a alguien. Y si a todo el mundo a tu alrededor le faltan manos, pues... Seguro que hay, yo qué sé, modelos 3D que puedes posar. Siempre hay soluciones. Siempre hay alguna solución. Watching your stream at 5 a.m. in the morning is the best time for me. Oh my god, did you just wake up or have you not gone to sleep yet? Because 5 a.m. is definitely an hour. It is an hour that exists. It's okay, if you haven't gone to sleep yet, I was also awake yesterday at 5 a.m. so I am no one to call you out, I'm not judging you. This is midday for me. Esto es el mediodía para mí. Ahora mismo son las 12. Esto es como el mediodía para mí. Y las 5 de la mañana, sí, son como la noche para mí. 5 a.m. is like the evening for me, that is true. At 5 a.m. it's when I'm starting to think about going to sleep. But sometimes it doesn't happen until like 7. I exist in unholy hours. Existo en horas muy malditas. Purple. This purple is gonna help add the depth to the different parts of the drawing. I was using the wrong brush. I was not using the brush, I was... I like these. Some more details for the eyes. Something I also like to do is add like different of light there. Adding shine little different color up here as light kinda helps. Make it pop out more. Usually I use cyan or yellow for that. Maybe in this case, use yellow. I feel like it fits more with overall her colors. Yes. She's putting purple, everyone! This is not a drill, it is happening! Purple is the key. Purple always works. Undaubed, shade with purple. Ante la duda, sombrear con morado. Eso siempre funciona. Okay. A little bit more. I'm leaving the flowers for last. But maybe I should start thinking about paint. But there's a cat. Headbutting my chair because you want attention. Cute. The cat mo. Cat meat. Let's continue. She's still headbutting my chair. She doesn't want me to stop. Like, no, why are you stopping? You need to continue petting me. What's this about art fight? I am a cat. I don't have a concept of art or fight. Well, fight, yes. He does have a concept of fight, but not of art. What are you doing? Leave my chair alone. Okay, another painting. Here we go. That's the coloring. Got this art on the legs of furniture. That's true. It's like those memes that are like the art, the artist. The art is the legs of the furniture starting to fall off in pieces. The artist is the cat. They're gonna. Also really like to do is the eyelashes. Like to add a little bit of red on the tip. There we go. Now what we can do? A little bit of paint over. This painting on top of the whole thing. Finish the thing. This way we're not restrained by the limits of the lines. We can just paint wherever we want. Change anything we want. For the eyes especially, that's gonna be big change. Another thing I like to do with the eyes nowadays, what bit of volume to them, the eyelashes, because this is something I didn't do until recently. Usually I didn't really detail the eyelashes that much. Since I started doing this, I feel like I really like how it looks. A little bit of this. We're cutting a little bit of volume. Feels like the eyelashes pop out a lot more. Reported for clickbait, where's the fighting? Yo, Ruby, welcome! The fighting is... it is happening. This is my attack. My ultimate attack. The special kind of fighting. The fighting that attacks the heart. Because we all love our OCs a lot. The cutest punch I've ever seen. That's what art fight is about. paint over, I can also fix a little bit of the a little bit. Something that these brushes have is that since they are a little bit thick, sometimes things that should be a bit pointier, like the eyelashes, end up a bit round. With this I can fit. Sometimes for this part I use a more solid brush because it can help make some lines a lot more clear. I like the pencil brush a lot, but to finish polishing some things I like to combine it with the more solid one. Maybe the frame at the border, we can also use this line. Wait. Times Clip Studio. Weird thing. As long as it doesn't crack. Probably on Jixing. Clip Studio has not betrayed me. Oh yeah, another thing that I really need to detail. The freckles. Very important. Very. You can even try putting the freckles in the exact same position. Don't take this the wrong way, but the way you colored her makes it feel like I just take a bite of her hair and it will be delicious. Yeah, the hair turned out very, very shiny right now. I still need to detail it a little bit more and give it more of a hair texture, but it does. My way of painting hair lately is like very shiny. Oh, we need more characters with freckles, guys. This world needs more characters with freckles. Necessary. Freckles very good. Made pasta. All of Yomi's art is delicious. Her cooking though? What do you mean my cooking? My cooking is good. My cooking is unique and innovative. Right. The paint over, another thing I like to do, fill the eyes more. The border of the eye. A little bit more detail. Here we need to mix it with the brown. Tiny candy eye. Yum yum yum. I feel like I have improved a lot with painting eyes. Can make them a lot more shiny now. Speaking of eating and like delicious food, one of the biggest compliments that someone can give as an artist, or give to an artist, is "I want to eat your art." Like Ellie mentioned this in the art fight theme reveal stream. I was there. We did a little collab to do the reveal together, and this is something that Ellie mentioned there. If you were there, you might remember that "I want to eat your art" is one of the best compliments that you can get as an artist. I keep hearing that phrase. Was it with you three and eating inedible things? I think so. I think it might have been. I remember we talked about this in Ellie's stream. A very good compliment. It means that the colors are tasty. And that's a good thing. Just in case. And the overlid a little bit. Look at the difference so far. It's just been a little bit of paint over, but look at the difference it makes. It makes quite a bit of change. One of the most fun parts of coloring, turning off the paint over layer and seeing how different it is. This is the layer that fixes everything.
Not be like this. Something I'm trying to do as best as possible is keep the eyes a similar shape. It's something that's one of the most important things when making a character look like the character is the shape of the eyes. Sometimes I think it's good for that to keep a little bit of how the original style looks, to get as close as possible to how the character is supposed to look. It's one of the things I've got the most fun with. I have the most fun with when drawing characters that are not mine. Trying to get them to look as close as possible, but in my style. Here we can also soften the outline of the text a bit. Oh. I was gonna detail the eyes, but I've ended up moving on to other things. Sorry about that. I cannot help it. Happens all the time. This is what I like to do. I like to make the line like double, like this. Sometimes I've also tried making the shape of the eye a little bit wobbly, and I think sometimes it looks good. But for here I want to keep the eyes round. I do feel like the shape of this eye
quite. This is one of the risks of when you start polishing the sketch. And it's when the shapes are ambiguous in the sketch, it tends to look better in general. Because when something is ambiguous, your brain completes the rest of the drawing. But it's not super defined. But once you start detailing things, that's when more errors start popping up. Because the more defined things are, the more you're gonna see the shape. If the shape is off, you're gonna notice it. So that's why a lot of times the sketches look better than finished drawings to oneself. Sketches hold the potential. Like for now, I feel like there's an issue with the eyes, yep. Because this eye right now, this eye looks like the shape is more like this, and this one the shape is doing this. It does look like something is off. Can't just be the perspective, but I feel like it's something that we can try to fix. Thinking, analyzing mentally everything I can improve. Go. I think the eyes are now a little bit better. I think this one can still. Over. Okay, I think it's getting better. A little bit more and it will be.
can also try to fix this to make it more simpler, a little bit rounder. Probably gonna be finishing soon for today because it's already been almost 3 hours. But at least I wanna a bit of work done on the hair. You can see a little bit of the detailing of the hair, which is one of the most fun parts. Something I like to do with the hair is I pick like a random color from the current shading of the hair and I just add hair strands, add lines. Just by doing that, it starts getting more of a hair texture. Lines following the direction of the hair. You can feel like unfinished like this. Empty chocolate. When I'm in a hair detailing competition and my opponent is Yomi Gardenia. I love detailing hair so much. I am like the, you know, the Shiro Emiya meme where he's like, I love swords so much or something like that. That's me with shading hair. Most importantly, you wanted purple. So true. Adding purple. Best decision of my life. Just by doing this, there's already gaining a lot of hair texture. Some places needed more than others. No shame in doing some of the lines. Important also to not overdo it. It still keeps the smoothness of the coloring still. Something that we haven't done yet is adding more highlights. Highlights can also help with some. Yes, I can do that before we finish. What I usually add highlights is in this space that I've left for the highlight. It already kind of looks like one. Does give off the feeling that this would work as a highlight, but I like to paint a little bit in it too. Not all of it, just little bits like this. And you can feel it a little bit of it. There we go. Bye bye, Zaku! Yumbus. Take care! Thank you so much for coming! Another thing that also adds a lot to the hair
is adding some lighting on the edges. A little bit of highlight. Here, for example. It's also not important yet. It's also important to not overdo. Maybe some places it works, some other places it doesn't work. It can. Here. Making some mean animals, Ruby. That's the way to say this. That's definitely a way to put it in words. I'm really liking how my art is looking lately. I'm feeling the artist happiness. Purple Place Gardenia pack mint chocolate flavored. The bun. There also needs. Like, look at, behold the difference. It looks really nice. I really like it. Some other places where it can go. Get it here at the very end. Helps make this part look less flat. Gives it of volume, like we're seeing the other side of the hair a little bit. It is the highlight. Good enough. Maybe a bit here. There we go. One last thing that I'm gonna do before we finish for today is gonna be my last hair trick. The hair is still not fully detailed, I can still detail it more, and still some more hair strands, and like hairs here and there. But there is one trick that always I feel helps a lot with making the hair look like hair, and it's adding separate hairs outside of the line art. I'm gonna show it in a moment, so it makes more sense than how I'm explaining it. I have a whole pantry worth of hair tricks. I really like coloring hair, if you couldn't tell. It's not obvious at all, right? It's it's my favorite part of coloring, honestly. And sketching. Very super fun to work with. So, my trick for coloring hair works like this. Maybe? Just pick a random color from the hair. You just throw a hair outside of the lines. Usually with a solid brush it works best. Sometimes it's hard to find like where to place them. But you can do stuff like this. And it makes the hair look a lot more natural. Have you ever done textured hair before? Not much, but I really want to practice it. I really want to learn how to draw it well. I think I did try a while ago, but it was with a chibi, and I don't think it turned out that good, so I really want to try it again. You know there are also brushes that are specifically for textured hair. Maybe this one's not. Doesn't have to be just like hairs going like this. It can also be like hairs where you can see the end of the hair. And it does help give the feeling that the hair is natural. It helps a lot. Maybe here, especially with like borders of the hair, where there's really like slightly separated hairs. I think it works well to make them more natural. Pretty good. Part of the banks maybe should... More words. We don't even need to fix the sketch, we could just like paint on top of it. Paint over layers are the best. There we go. I think I'm gonna leave the stream here for today. I'm probably gonna continue later after a little break, but I think this has been pretty good progress. I'm definitely gonna finish it off stream because I'm gonna try to finish it today if I can. But that doesn't mean this has gotta be the last art fight stream because art fight lasts for the whole month. So probably next week I'm gonna do another one. More art fight. Fighting and more arting. So, for now, I think this will be all for today. Thank you so much for accompanying me today. Muchas gracias por acompañarme hoy. Seguramente continuaré haciendo más streams de art fight la semana que viene, probablemente el jueves, seguramente. Yep. Probably Thursday, yeah. Today. So yeah, I'll see you actually tomorrow because tomorrow we've got Omori. We're gonna be continuing Omori tomorrow at last. Mañana continuamos Omori, a ver qué pasa, a ver si no ocurre nada totalmente creepy. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully nothing super creepy will happen. It will all be wholesome, it will all be nice, and it won't be scary, yeah. So for now, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time. Por ahora cuidaos mucho y nos veremos la próxima. Bye bye.